What's up, YouTube? Hope you guys are feeling good. My name is Elario, and today I'm back with a new video I want to check out with you guys. This is called How to Have Real Value in Society by Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens, my two favorite people on the same show. I'm gonna enjoy this. Okay, guys, now we do this. We talk less and we react more. Let's check this out. I believe we'll learn a lot.
Hi. So my question is, you guys were discussing blue-collar workers and how they have a lot of wisdom, which I certainly agree with. I'm sure they do have a lot of wisdom. However, your guys' perspective more so sounded like they essentially have more wisdom or more knowledge than someone in academia. And my question is, why do you guys believe that blue-collar workers and people in these laborious jobs have more knowledge than someone in academia? And is that rooted, or how is that factually rooted?
So I guess I would say, rather than saying wisdom, I would say that they have more real world value and currency than somebody who's writing papers trying to transform the world from a classroom. And I genuinely believe that. I believe that there is more value in learning to work with your hands. There's more value in learning how to raise productive human beings. I hate the fact that women are being sold a bill of lies and being told that we should be competing with men and wanting to run executives of Fortune 500 companies. I believe that we absolutely flourish in our feminine roles, and that the toughest job in the world is being a stay-at-home mom and raising good children. So to me, when we shifted those values and we stopped realizing that these people actually have the most value to society, in society, we watched our social decline begin. And we have essentially been within a managed social decline for the last 60 years, in my opinion.
I would add to that, anyone has to take a sociology class or anthropology class here? Yeah, have a kid. You'll learn a lot more about human beings than anything a textbook could teach you.
100% true. Experience always is going to override what you can learn in a book.
By the way, I would say you conflated two words, knowledge and wisdom. They're not the same thing. There's a lot of knowledge here at Ohio State University. There's not a lick of wisdom in most of these classrooms. And what is the difference? Very simple. Knowledge is practical. How do you develop a medication? How do you navigate an airplane?
Build a house.
Build a house. That's fine. Knowledge is important. Wisdom tells you whether or not you should do it. Wisdom is eternal. Wisdom does not change. Wisdom is the knowledge of things that will be true 200 years from now, and they were true 500 years before, because you're dealing with the same raw material. Human beings do not change. We are broken from nature, and it takes effort to create good people.
You see, these two always have a practical way of bringing out the truth to the society. I mean, look at the example she gave. The college students asked that why did they feel that most people doing blue collar work are more enlightened than those in the academia. And she said that experience is the best teacher. I mean, she believes, if I'm to put it that way, she said, you don't think that a man who gives a lecture is more enlightened. A man who gives a lecture probably about building a house is more enlightened than a man who has actually built the house. You see the context. She also said that the society tends to corrupt the entire sense of feminism when they say that we're meant to be in a constant competition with men. I mean, you can aspire to be that, to be a leader or a doctor or an engineer or all that. But then she said something very, very mind-blowing there. She said, we excel in our feminine roles. That's why I believe this phrase was made, what a man can do, a woman can do better. Because a man can do some things that women were originally created to do. I mean, it just comes naturally. And she likened that to being a stay-at-home mom. I mean, that's a wonderful thing to do. She said that someone who teaches you how to be something without actually being it is not particularly enlightened in that regard. And then Charlie said that wisdom and knowledge are two different things. I mean, and when he highlighted the differences, you just have to agree with him. Knowledge is more or less you learning how to do something. Wisdom says whether you do it or not. And these two are just trying to tell us here that people who actually work to make the difference are the ones who actually have the real value in society than someone who just sits and talks. And she was quite right. I mean, I've said it in some of her videos. Candace is a wonderful person. I mean, she said the society just idolizes some certain things by saying that being a stay-at-home mom is tough and all that. I mean, women excel in that. A man can't sit at home all day looking after kids. No, he won't be able to. This is more or less like a God-given talent to women. And then Charlie said, you think relationships with human being or understanding human being is hard? Try raising a kid. I mean, you will know more about any human being by just simply raising one. This entire thing is just pointed at telling us that when you actually act, instead of just talking, you might actually get the real results you want. It's what they say, action speaks louder than words. When people learn to start acting more and talking less, I believe a lot of value will be added in society. I'm sure we all learned a lot from this video. I mean, I did. So tell us what you think about it in the comment section and leave a thumbs up at the end of this video. Thank you for watching and stay safe.